The House passes a bill, and is it a success for those on a fixed income, Social Security, disabled, VA survivors? The White House regroups after McCarthy's debt ceiling success. Wednesday's vote is kicking off in a new phase in the high-stakes standoff that will test Democrats' ability to stay united. Joe Biden gave his input. Many have inputted on Social Security and Medicare. What will happen? Will they get more boost on their monthly checks? Will they actually be getting a full 100% of their benefits? What's going to happen? All of that news and details is right here in this video. I'm telling you, from the front to the end, it's going to be great. You do not want to miss. President Joe Biden spent 4 months challenging Republicans to do one simple thing when it came to the debt ceiling, which was to show a plan. Now, House Republicans narrow the passage of debt limit bill packed with spending cuts and conservative priorities is forcing Biden to shift his tactics. Now, the vote is kicking off a new phase in the high-stakes standoff that will test the Democrats' ability to stay united and follow through on their threats to make vulnerable GOP lawmakers pay for supporting a politically toxic plan, is what they're saying. Now, the White House and congressional Democrats are preparing to ramp up attacks on House Republicans over the bill, targeting swing district members for endorsing policies that would strip investments in their home districts and gut funding for popular programs. Biden's party insists it's feeling a little pressure to now deliver on House Speaker Kevin McCarthy's biggest ask, which is a true negotiation over the debt ceiling, which leads us into information about Social Security, Medicare, those on a fixed income. But real fast, thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Your love and support mean the world. If you'd like to support the channel, buy some merch. T-shirt, coffee mug, face mask. You can click on the link in the description below. If you want a chance to win a free $25 Amazon gift card, then yes, you have an opportunity to win that. Yes, you have an opportunity to win that. All you have to do is join the family by hitting that subscribe button. So let's keep moving forward when it comes to those on a fixed income. So with the Democrats and their public confidence that they're going to win the messaging war that pushes a standoff against the debt ceiling bill that Kevin McCarthy has proposed, they're wanting to see something a little better for those on a fixed income. Now, let's say this. Those on the Republican side said they weren't going to touch it. In fact, they were not even going to put it on the table. And so you've got those like Bernie Sanders who said, well, we want to do something more. We understand it's the time that we're living in. We cannot help the pandemic happen. We can't help that the interest rates went up. We can't help that the inflation has went through the roof. This is things that are out of our control. So what we can handle is how we take care of our senior citizens. How do we take care of those on a fixed income? How do we help those that are struggling the most? If you're on a fixed income, then more than likely, you're not getting enough money every single month. So this is where they're coming together with these debt ceiling bill that's already been passed, already been approved, and now they're just waiting for President Joe Biden to sign off. Because he said, if you create a bill, create a plan, we'll come together and we'll figure it out. Here's the thing. Kevin McCarthy, they've already got the bill ready, passed on their side. Now they're really trying to get it passed with Joe Biden. But here's the thing. No clean debt ceiling is going to pass the House. And this is what McCarthy told reporters as he did a victory lap. He understands that with control of the House, there are certain things that the Democrats are just going to have to accept. There's not going to be able to be a whole lot of negotiation, considering the fact that if something doesn't happen, then the government will go into a shutdown. Our economy would be damaged severely, and it's something that we definitely don't need to happen. We've got too many things that people need to get under control, understanding that those on Medicare, those on Social Security are at risk if they cannot come to some sort of resolution. So this is where we will continue to look up information, because here's the thing. Right here in this article, in this information given, it says there is still a recognition that the bill's passage means Biden's going to show us his plan, okay? So it's Biden has a plan, Republicans got a plan, and they presented the plan the Republicans did to show Biden. Now Biden's going to come up with a counteract plan to say, I get what you want to do. This is what we feel like needs to be done. And then they're going to have to meet somewhere in the middle. Now, here's the thing. Most Americans want Republicans to take action to avoid default. And I'm sure that you understand that you can't just keep spending money, because at some point you're going to be so deep in the hole, you'll never be able to get out. Well, we don't need that as a country. We don't need that for our economy. So most Americans are siding with Republicans so that we actually don't go into default. They don't want the price of that be throwing to a million of people of Meals on Wheels. They do not want millions of people to have to deal with the in debt of the country. If you look at raising taxes, if you look at things happening with our economy, if it goes down, if they need more money, they raise taxes, and it makes it harder on you, makes it harder on me, makes it harder for us to live each day knowing that, guess what? They're trying to make up the money. And how are they going to make it? It's by what you put in. It's by what I put in. It's for those that are working. It's making it harder on us. So therefore, if we can figure out how to solve this debt crisis, then it would alleviate some of the stress, some of the debt that is carried by the average American person, because everybody has to pay taxes, and some states pay more than others, and some are going to be paying a lot more if they seem to raise these taxes. Now, I know they're talking about taxes and those on Social Security paying their fair share if you make over $250,000, which is, I get it. That needs to happen. Everybody has to pay their fair share. But what I'm talking about is, if every time you go buy food, if every time you go to the gas station, if every time you go somewhere, you buy something, there's taxes on what you buy. It's not a work income tax. It's a tax of the products that you're buying. It's tax on anything that you purchase. There's tax. And if they raise those taxes because the U.S. is so far in debt, then that puts us in a bind, because now we're not able to buy as much. So again, guys, we will keep you updated. For now, Social Security, Medicare, they are safe. Everything is looking good. They're proposing more money monthly for you guys, so that way they can get you out of poverty, because several seniors, millions of seniors, are struggling, not able to keep a roof over their head, not able to put food on the table, and they understand it. And so hopefully they will get things passed like that. But thank you guys so much for watching. I love you. I appreciate you. Make sure to stay tuned, because I've got more videos on the way. And until next time, I'm John Muro. Peace.